Well, my definition of established is basically your entire campaign. If you look at, you're backed by Shirky, right? And he said the election wasn't stolen, and he wanted to hold hearings to implement red flag laws. Then you have the DeVos empire, the DeVos machine that's basically campaigning your entire campaign. They wanted to implement the 25th Amendment against President Trump. They abandoned President Trump, and they're backing 5 out of the 7 opponents of Trump-endorsed candidates. And so that's kind of like my definition of establishment.
Time, Mr.
So
Saldana.
are you going to endorse Matt DePerno?
Time. Thank you. Again, hang tight there, Mr. Urban. Ms. Dixon.
How do you explain going to that meeting? I know you lied to the Michigan people that you did not go to a meeting to try to get the DeVos support, but this is your
That
biggest
was a
attack
restaurant
against me. It was not a
association.
restaurant
Business
association.
association.
Let's let her answer the question.
Kevin Rinke was there as well.
was Ralph.
We all went in individually and spoke. I don't think Ralph was there, but I know you were there,
James
and
Craig was.
Kevin Rinke was there,
I got
and
left
you
out
were
again.
and both Kevin Rinke and Garrett Soldano were looking for support from all of those same people that now they're so angry about. Sounds like sour grapes to me, sir. Sorry about your luck.
Mr.
Can't
Soldano, this
afford
is your
your campaign.
final rebuttal.
You want to go first, or would you like me?
Tudor, I wasn't looking for anybody's financial support. I didn't need it. I'm the candidate that's put his money where his mouth is. You wouldn't even be here
But you were
without the
there
DeVosses.
looking for their
one at a time,
support
I
please.
went to
then?
present myself to the Restaurant Association and for all those people to get to know me. The fact of the matter is the DeVos family owned you. You're our version of Gretchen Whitmer. You'll say
like the
anything
commercial.
or do anything to get elected. And
Why did you give money to
just
Mitt
be
Romney?
honest. Just be honest, Tudor. It's okay. Tell the people the truth.
You're the one supporting
That's time. Thank you,
Time.
Ken.
Let's
This
just
is-
sit
Let
down
us
and
argue a little
I
bit,
have you
guys.
clocked
Let
in
us
as
go. This is what the people
Mr. Kelly,
deserve.
thank you. I already have you clocked in as having used your
Yeah,
3
you've already
rebuttals
used
for
up your
the
No, I
evening.
did not. I have a third one. No,
No,
I
no,
didn't
you've
use all
done
3.
2.
I've only done 2. I have 3.
We'll give you your time,
Okay, right now?
please.
Okay. Yes, it was a restaurant association. The very restaurants that I was standing up from the very
Well, maybe
beginning
they'll
in
comment.
November, and when you were doing your podcast and you were saying that you were standing up. Bottom line, I've been in the trenches with our fellow Michiganders ever since the beginning, standing up for them while you were doing your podcast, while you were sitting in the shadows
The
and
DeVosses
sitting on the
introduced
bleachers.
you.
And so here we go again with an establishment-backed politician with her lies, trying to sugarcoat everything. But bottom line, you weren't there from the beginning.
You were actually
I was.
there.
All right,
I mean,
time.
that's hard
Thank
to
you.
explain if you're
Miss-
you, right?
Oh, fair enough. We are running out of time.
getting
So,
very close to
Mr.
your
Urban,
closing statements.
we need you to
one more
answer
question
in your
after
minute.
this?
Yes.
All right.
No,
Well,
there
you know,
won't-
this is the very reason
we
why
won't
I
have
need
time
to
for
be
another
gov-
question, but we will have time for your closing statements, but we will let you have your
I'll do my
rebuttal.
last rebuttal.
Go ahead, Mr.
This is
Urban.
the very reason why I need to be governor, because I have dealt with situations like this in ministry where people are at each other's throats, where businesses are at each other's throats, and I've had the opportunity to bring people together. So when you talk about bipartisanship, I'm also looking at restoring unity to our party. I really think that I'm the only candidate that can do that. And you know, the way I will share that'll happen is when people came into our parking lot as a pastor, I never once asked people, are you Democrat or are you Republican? I was there to help them. And so that's why I'm here, to help these folks
Thank
get
you.
through their issues.
Final rebuttal from Mr. Kelly.
Kevin, you said you put your money where your mouth is. Yes, that's true. You also had $40 million you had set up for the general election, and hopefully that goes to whatever candidate wins. I hope you guys get behind me when I do win. But I put my actions where my mouth is. And that's one of the biggest differences, standing up throughout 2020. Look how hard these people are trying to silence me. They're not trying to silence any of the rest of you. I got arrested. I got kicked off Airbnb. They are doing everything.